Welcome to Showcase Media. What a pleasure to be the presenter today for our company. I want to first kind of take you back to 1987. I don't know if you remember the time when Ford did their product launch, and you can imagine with technology where it is today, they used in 1987, and maybe you weren't born then, or maybe you were growing a business, or maybe you were thinking about technology, but the technology of the day then was a projector with slides in it and an audio tape. And that was the technology that the largest global entity was launching its product. Things have changed drastically, and those changes have occurred in such a way that we want to use technology to make a difference. As you go through the website, I want to kind of challenge you to take a look at all the various services that we have to offer. For example, it starts with branding, and that branding component is so important because could you imagine Ford doing that slide projection with an audio tape without them understanding exactly the value proposition that they bring to the marketplace? So that needs to be clear, but it needs to come from you. It needs to have that energy, that excitement, that vigor, the reason why you do what you do, and it needs to come through in a way as if you're talking directly with your customer in your store or face-to-face on Skype or however you deliver the message about your business. So I want to kind of challenge you as you go through each of the pieces of our services, the website, and understanding of what we do, that you take the time to understand that branding is essential. But that's going to be the very first part. We're going to meet with you. We're going to gather. We're going to understand. We're going to agree. And then we're going to put together a branding strategy. That strategy now is going to be a publishing platform that's going to go through many different areas. Let's start with the website. The website is going to be your flag, your banner that speaks about who you are, what you do, and what you're doing for the customer and why they should acquire your service or product. So how important is that? It's clearly your representation, your time, your opportunity to speak to your customer. That piece needs to be done in a manner that talks about social media, how we can optimize the streaming and video and all of the components that need to go with this website. I don't know if you've gone on your smartphone and used your web to look at a website, but how that loads and how it looks to your customer, is that important? Absolutely, it's important. So we're going to challenge you that you want to have technology work for you in that area. Number two, if we look at the opportunity of small business solutions, as you're building your business, there's so much coming at you. With technology, having the opportunity to publish and social media to talk to customers, as a new business owner, you have a lot of information and data coming to you. How do you organize it and put yourself in an action plan that speaks to delivering a great business model? And that's where our small business solution comes in. We're going to start and figure out what is the brand, how does it work, what does it look like, what's the value proposition to the consumer, and that's going to drive the necessary technology to deliver your message to the world. As you can look at the opportunities of the video, when you start looking at the video process, there needs to be some pre-editing, there needs to be some development, there needs to be a post process that brings it into alignment with all the other branding that is going to cascade your message, your vision of what your brand and your product is. When we start looking at the opportunity to use the social media to optimize that message, it needs to be clear. And the website needs to communicate that effectively. When we start looking at the graphic design and the logo, I don't know if the last time you looked at the top brands, there's a lot of effort put into making sure that it sends the right message. We want to make sure that that happens for you. And that process needs to work, and we're going to deliver that. We have experts that have proven that process, and we want to make sure we bring it to home for you. The search engine, the virtualness of your business online, it's kind of like a digital billboard. Having the opportunity to have that billboard, just as Ford in 1987 delivered that slide projection with an audio tape, the video, the web, the mobile, the social media, the branding, all of that comes through. It's going to be an every day, every moment that when a customer or prospect, a person that needs that service or product has a chance to know about your company, you want to make sure you give them your best and that they have the opportunity to get the message. The maintenance, you may decide that you're an apartment building owner and that you're looking at virtual tours so that people can walk through and see as you walk how your product service can be of value to them. All of this comes together with applications and tools that now we can really maximize the opportunities by now putting it on a platform that allows you now to expand and shoot your message digitally throughout the internet in a way that it has the same effect as if I was talking to you directly, like right now. And with that said, we see that this global coming together of this community, allowing us to use this publishing multimedia services opportunity from the publishing, the website, the small business, the video. All of these services are going to come together from the logo and the branding that is so essential to give you a dynamic delivery of your brand to the world. So enjoy going through the website, and we're there to serve you. Let us know how we can be of help, and thanks for taking the time.